This boy was sent to prison aged only 9 years old, and today I will tell you his story. George Jordan was born in 1864 in Watlington, Oxfordshire, to Thomas Jordan and Caroline Crutch. His father was an agricultural labourer and his mother did needlework. In 1872, aged 8 years old, he had his first run-in with the law, when he was charged with assaulting Fanny Darville, an aged woman nearly blind, by throwing a quantity of mud in her face. Audited with the consent of his mother who was present, to receive 6 stripes with a birch rod. In January 1873 he was in trouble again. It said, Henry Bracey and George Jordan, boys of Watlington, were charged on remand with stealing a sack, value of 3 shillings. Both boys had previously been convicted, and they were ordered to receive 12 stripes with a birch rod. Just 2 months later he was in trouble again. The newspaper report said, George Jordan, 8, labourer, was indicted for stealing 1 sovereign at Sherborne, the property of John Cottrell. The prisoner was undefended and pleaded guilty. Although a young boy, he had been twice convicted before and whipped. After the chairman had seriously admonished the father, the prisoner was sentenced to 4 weeks hard labour and to receive 12 stripes with a birch rod. In 1874 he was in trouble again, this time with stealing a tame rabbit, the value of 2 shillings 6 pence. He was sentenced to 2 weeks hard labour. By the late 1870s, the family had moved to Attercliffe, Yorkshire, maybe to get a fresh start. George worked in a coal mine, but in 1880 he was in trouble again, this time with stealing a rabbit from the stall of George Parish. He was sentenced to 3 months hard labour. And just over a year later he was in trouble again, this time with stealing a shirt, the property of Seth Doughty. The shirt was missed from the clothesline, and the prisoner, who had his shirt wrapped around his body, was captured by Henry Chambourne, manager of Tinsley Park Colliery. The prisoner, in reply to the charge, said, Please, sir, would you send me to a reformatory school, as I have nowhere to go? My family have removed me from the house. The bench told the prisoner he was too old to be sent to reformatory, and he was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment. In 1883 he was fined 14 shillings 6 pence for travelling on the Midland Railway with no ticket. George's life would be cut short, as he died in a colliery accident, aged only 25. He was buried in Attercliffe Cemetery. So rest in peace, George. You will be remembered.